Today I'm going to show you the best meme coin filters that will save you hours of searching through bundled crap. Every single one of these filters is intended specifically to filter out low quality tokens. As always, we're going to be using Terminal in this video. Although most of these filters are available on Axiom Pro, I personally recommend using Terminal. If you want to check it out, my link down below will get you 35% cashback on your trading fees. Anyway, the very first thing we're going to do is get rid of the new pairs column. This will just ruin your life, so let's go ahead and fuck that right off. Okay, now that we've done that, the next thing that we're going to want to do is on this soon column here, we are going to want to go into filters. Now this is where most of the fun happens. First, we want to go over to protocols, and immediately what we're going to do is deselect all of this crap here. The only protocol we want to select is Pump Fun. Okay, now for our quote tokens, we're going to deselect all of these as well, and the only one we're going to select is Solana. Below that, you're going to see the option for Mayhem mode tokens. You're going to want to hide these. They are pretty much a waste of time as well. Now, charity coins and off-chain tokens, I don't really mind what you do with these. I personally just leave them shown. So we are now going to move on to the audit tab. First thing we're going to do here, this box that says not created by a known bot, you're going to want to go ahead and tick that, because why on earth would you want tokens that are created by a known bot? You just wouldn't, would you? So do make sure you have that ticked. Next thing we're going to change is the token age limit. What we're going to do here is set a minimum of 5 minutes. That's going to immediately eliminate a lot of the tokens that just bundle and then rug within 5 minutes. And for the maximum, we are going to set 1440 minutes, which is 1 day. This is really just a personal preference thing, but I'd say most of the time you probably don't want to deal with tokens that haven't migrated after a whole day. That is going to be it for the audit settings. Now we are going to go to metrics. Then first up, we are going to do market cap. I like to set a minimum market cap of 12,000. You could argue that maybe you would find the occasional token below 12,000, but most of the time they are just going to be rugs. Anything above 10, 12,000 is going to be much more likely to continue on upwards. I don't personally set a maximum. I don't think it's really necessary for the soon column. What I do set, however, is the volume. Now we're going to set this at a minimum of 20,000. You generally want to avoid tokens with very low volume, especially in the soon tab, because a lot of the time you get brand new tokens that just come in and bot themselves all the way to migration, but that usually means they have pretty low volume because there's no real traders actually buying and selling them. Now the final thing we want to set in metrics is the total fees in Solana. This is actually a very important metric for filtering out botted tokens. Now there is a bit of a general rule that you can follow for this, and that is for every 5k of market cap you generally want to see 0.5 SOL worth of fees paid. So for our minimum market cap of 12k, we're going to want to see about 1 SOL worth of fees paid. So we're going to set 1 as the minimum here. Even just this one setting alone, you would probably avoid about 80% of botted and bundled tokens. Okay, next, we don't really need to worry about anything in vitals, so we're just going to go straight on to socials. Now there are 2 things we want to tick here, and that is at least 1 social, and you also want to tick original socials, because that's going to filter out tokens with reused social accounts. Alright, now we're going to apply these filters for the soon tab, and you will instantly see basically all of the tokens disappear. This is exactly what we intended to happen. Because the vast majority of tokens are bundled shit these days, you aren't actually going to get that many tokens that suit these filters. But the chances are that when tokens do pop up in these filters, they're going to be higher quality or at least organic tokens. Okay, now we're going to quickly look at the migrated filters. These are going to be largely similar to the soon tab. For audit, you still, of course, want the not created by a known bot box ticked. For token age, we are going to change this slightly. We're going to have this set at a minimum of 15 minutes. Some organic tokens do migrate pretty quickly. However, you also get a lot of bundled tokens that just migrate instantly, and they tend to fill up your migrated tab with tokens that are like 1 or 2 minutes old, which are obviously going to be scams. So I would say personally that 15 minutes is the minimum reasonable time that you would want a token to be migrating. For the metrics, you're going to want to set a minimum market cap of 30,000 for the migrated tab. And what that's going to do is filter out a lot of the tokens that migrated and then just instantly rugged. We're also going to slightly change the total fees. Actually, we're going to have this set at 2 Solana, I think. Again, that is just going to filter out a lot of the bundled slop. And finally, you're also going to want to check the same boxes for original socials and at least one social. So we'll go ahead and apply this. Now, of course, you're never going to get completely perfect filters. Scams are always going to slip through one way or another. But these are at least going to filter out 95% of the noise. Anyway, that's all for now, folks. Once again, if you do want to check out Terminal, my link down below will get you 35% cashback on your trading fees. Feel free to check out one of these other videos on screen right now. And of course, subscribe if you do want to see more from the channel. For now, though, I've been me, you've been you. Thanks for watching and see you later.